All right, I think we got things fixed. Welcome back to Rodan, Montana. 33-18, the Valkyries trail at halftime to the Florence Lady Falcons. Let me turn off this music here. James LaFontaine, the voice of the Vikes Valley with you. 406-270-7384. Hopefully, I had to reboot the whole computer. It looks like it's back and reading correctly. And look at your halftime stats here from Rodan, Montana in the Western B Divisional Basketball Tournament semifinal. And we have actually 16 minutes to punch your ticket to the final tomorrow night against Loyola, who won earlier. I'll give you those scores here momentarily. And let's take a look at first half. 4-5 by Barrett. Grindy had 1. 8 by Edgerton. 4 by Santa Stephen. So they scored 5 in the first and 13 in the second for 18. A better half from last night. And taking a look at. Thanks, Gerald. Thanks for texting me and let me know. Yeah, I just had an issue with getting in here late. Sorry, folks. And glad we're able to fix that at halftime. I had to reboot the whole system. You know how that people that deal with the computer. I don't have any halftime stats from Florence, but I got Zahn with 15. So they scored 18 in the first and put up 15 in the second for a total of 33. Mangum with 4, 3 by Yeoman, 2 by Janitsky, 5 by Stensrup. I don't know if that adds up. And hopefully now you can hear me. Hope you sign back on. And I apologize if I said anything that was inappropriate. So you got to click on the live version. And I'm just texting some people. So anyway, 406-270-7384. Gerald says you can hear it out there. We're getting ready for the second half. And the Valkyries got to put something up in the second half. And hopefully come back. Sorry I can't answer the phone. Just text me and let me know. Hey, I'll get your what happened earlier this afternoon. It was Loyola over Anaconda. That moves them into the championship as Anaconda will move and go play Powell County tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock as Powell County took care of Mission 49-44. It was Eureka over Thompson Falls 48-33. I'll get more of that. Eureka moves on to a 9 o'clock game against the loser of this ball game. Steller for Bigfork with a basketball. Feeds it over to Edgerton. Edgerton going to drive on Janitsky. Throws it up. No good. And Steller would come down with the rebound for Bigfork on the ground. And held ball. It'll be Florence basketball as the Valkyries got it to start the third quarter. 7:41 to go here from Rodan, Montana. The Western B Divisional Basketball semifinal girls action. Game number 2 as Loyola took game number 1. The winners meet. The winner of this ball game will meet Loyola for the championship tomorrow night in Divisionals. Over to Zahn. Zahn looking to drive, runs it in, and she travels and she tries to pass around Barrett. And it'll be Bigfork basketball. No score yet here in the third quarter. Inbounded. Schneller in the backcourt. Dribbles it up across, guarded by Zahn. Schneller looking to drive all the way to the basket, puts it up, it's short, gets her own rebound, puts it up, misses, and Lyles will come down with a rebound, kicks it out to Zahn. Zahn looking to take it up the court, and she throws it from the free throw line as good by Danielle Zahn. 35-18, 7:04 on your Harvest Foods and Bigfork scoreboard. Schneller with a basketball. Across the timeline, over to Grindy. Grindy, the top of the key for Bigfork. Grindy looking to drive. Kicks it out to Barrett. Barrett with the left hand. Up and off the rim. Misses it. And Mangun comes up the rebound. Feeds it out to Zahn. Zahn looking to drive. Take it all the way. Screened out. And they're going to call a moving screen. And a great call there by the official as Janinski was moving and screening off Edgerton, who's trying to get to Zahn, who was breaking to the basket. And it'll be turned over. That is Janinski's 4th personal, and she'll have to take a seat. A first-team foul. Into Barrett. Barrett in the backcourt. Looking to drive up the left side. Guarded there. And kicks it over to Edgerton. Edgerton in the far corner. Back to Barrett. Barrett guarded by Stensrud. Barrett looking to drive and take it to the basket, and she's going to get called for turning it over is Barrett with the right hand. It'll be Bigfork basketball, 35-18. 6:29 to go. Into Yeoman. Yeoman in for Janinski, and she's trapped in the backcourt. And timeout will be taken by Florence with 6:23 to go. And they're going to call a 30-second timeout. Other scores I'll get to you as well. So Eureka will take on the loser of this. The winner of this will take on Loyola for the championship. And on the boys' side, what happened? Well, we have the semifinals coming up. Eddie Stack, the coach of Loyola, coming by to say hi. So Loyola and Deer Lodge will face next, and Bigfork and Mission will face tonight in the semifinals. The chance to go to the championship. It was Florence over Thompson Falls this morning at 11:20, 61-44. And this afternoon at 1 o'clock, it was Anaconda 57, Eureka 44. Zahn inbound, stolen by Grindy, gets it over to Barrett. I'll get you more of that later. And here comes Barrett right down the key. She's going to take it all the way, puts it up off the backboard, and good by Emma Barrett as she drives the lane, 35-20. The Valkyries within 15. Zahn dribbling it up hard, and Nelson's going to reach in and get called for the foul. And her second first-team foul on the Valkyries here in the second half. 35-20 on your Harvest Foods and Bigfork scoreboard. 5:59 to go. Inbound to Lyles. Lyles will get it to Stensrud. Stensrud. Zahn looking to drive. Shot by Lyles, 3-point missed. Grindy with the basketball. And Grindy looking to get across, guarded by Mangun. She's got to get across before 10-second comes up. And he can call for 10-second. Barely gets across to Barrett. Inbound, Grindy. Grindy, Barrett left on the right side, drives, and she's going to be fouled by Zahn.
Foul on number 32, Danielle Zahn. That's her first personal team foul, number 2.
And inbound by Schneller. Schneller. Edgerton. Well, the shot is good. And 35-20. Traveling violation on Mangun. Schneller with the basketball, dribbling up. Barrett looking to drive, takes it up off the backboard, and she's going to get fouled at 2 free throws as Barrett drives to the bucket with a 5:09 to go here, and the Valkyries trailing.
That was on number 24, Riley Mangun.
Yeah, it's on Mangun. Mangun's third, who's key to this team. First shot is up and good by Barrett. Santa Stephen will replace Grindy.
Number 33
and 3 fouls, a second team foul on Florence. And Barrett will get one more for the Valkyries. Up off the rim and they'll go tipped out. And Stenzer will come down with it. Looks like she almost traveled. Nelson steals it away back, but still Stenzer steals it back. Up to Yeoman. Yeoman guarded by Nelson. Nelson up the sideline. As they're putting pressure on Florence. And Jordan will get called for the foul. That is her third and second team foul. And Audrey Benz will get off the bench for Bigfork to end the ball game. Yeoman into Lyles. Out to Zahn. Zahn top of the key. Looking to shoot three. No. Guarded there. Yeoman with the basketball. Over to Zahn. Zahn looking. Got to get out to Stensrud on the right side of the right wing. Three-point shot is good by Stensrud. And 38-23. Back to a 15-point lead for Florence over the Valkyries. Schneller with the basketball. Across the timeline. Guarded by Yeoman. She's going to look to drive. Kicks it out to Barrett. Barrett finds Edgerton. Edgerton's shot off the rim, no good, but Benz comes down with it, up and under, throws it up off the backboard, no good, and Lyles will come up with the rebound for up to Mangun. Mangun on the right side of the front court. Knocked away by Benz, who came and hustled from behind. Barrett picks it up, and she'll cross the timeline. Looking to drive is Barrett. Kicks it out to Santa Stephen. Santa Stephen over to Angela Edgerton in the right corner. Edgerton looking underneath. Kicks it out to Benz, top of the key. Over to Barrett. Barrett looking to drive. Drives up the backboard, and they're going to call a player control foul on Emma Barrett. And that will be her third, I believe. And third team foul on the Valkyries in the second half. Yeoman inbounding. Over to number 30. That's Larson. Larson back to Yeoman. To Zahn. Zahn with the basketball. Guarded by Benz. Coming from behind is Schneller. Schneller knocks it away and out of bounds. And it'll remain Florence basketball as Zahn barking out some orders to the rest of her teammates for Florence. Yeoman to inbound for Florence. Gets it up. Stolen away by Edgerton. Edgerton looking to drive. Take it. Spin move off the backboard. And she's going to go to the free throw line as she misses the basket but takes it right at Florence. And that'll put Edgerton at the free throw line for 2 shots. Edgerton at the line for Bigfork. And she'll get 2. First shot up and on the way. Nothing but the bottom of the net by Edgerton. She'll get 1 more. Here comes the second on the way for Bigfork. And it is good. Nothing but the bottom of the net again. 38-25, 3:41 to go. Up to Larson. Knocked away by Benz, but Benz runs into Larson. And that'll be a foul on Audrey Benz. That's her first and fourth team foul on the Valkyries here in the second half. Yeoman to take it out for Florence. Inbound in the backcourt to Larson. Larson across the timeline. Throws it to Barrett and throws it away as Barrett put pressure on Lyles and doesn't touch it. It's off of Lyles. And Grindy will return for the Valkyries. And checking back in for Florence, it'll be Stensrud. Inbound. Benz to Schneller. Schneller getting dribble across the timeline, Over to the right side, back to the top of the key. Spin move over to Benz on the right side. Looking underneath, back out to Schneller. Getting the call from the coach. Stolen away by Yeoman as Schneller trying to get the call and throws it underneath the Lyles. Lyles left-handed layup is good. As Schneller trying to get the instructions from the coach, looked away and Yeoman poked it away. Schneller with the basketball. Looking to drive all the way into the basket, and she's going to get fouled by Lyles. And she'll get 2 free throws. Schneller will go to the line for Bigfork. That is Lyles' second and 15th foul. And Heidi Schneller will go to the line for Bigfork. 3:01 to go here in the third quarter. And the Valkyries trailing 40-25 into Harvest Foods at Bigfork scoreboard. Schneller's shot up and good for Bigfork. She'll get 1 more. Schneller's shot on the way for Bigfork. Up, off the rim, and no good. And Barrett battles for it. Out to Mangun. Back to Lyles. Lyles looking to get to Zahn and collides. 3 of them over there. Zahn Audrey Benz and Barrett trying to steal it. And the foul is going to be on Audrey Benz, her second and 15th foul. Jordan Nelson and Ansley Edgerton return for the Valkyries. 2:55 to go, 40-26. The Valkyries within 14. Inbound is on. Zahn in the backcourt, guarded by Nelson. Dribbles it around the back. Throws it over, knocked away by Benz. A nice defense as the Valkyries putting pressure here in the third quarter on the Falcons. Into Zahn. Zahn in the front court, right side. Looks underneath, finds Lyles. Knocked away by Edgerton. Edgerton went to pass it, and she's going to travel as she had Benz and Nelson racing away on the other end for the Valkyries. But she picks up her pivot foot and travels. Yeoman inbounding for Florence in the front court. On the near side, gives it to Zahn. Zahn, guarded by Benz, kicks it over to Mangun. Mangun in the corner to Stensrud. 3-point shot by Stensrud. Off the rim and no good. And Grendy will get the rebound. And she's going to get fouled in the backcourt. And that foul will be number 22. Yeah, that'll be Yeoman. That is Yeoman's second and the 16th foul on Florence. One more, and the Valkyries will be in the bonus. Checking in, Colby Wood for Florence for the first time. Benz on the left side, and bumped by Wood, fresh off the bench, and she'll pick up her first personal, and that will put Benz at the line to shoot a 1-and-1 for Bigfork. So the Valkyries in the bonus the rest of the way. 2:23 to go. On your Harvest Food scoreboard, it is 40-26. The Lady Falcons lead the Valkyries. Benz, first shot off the rim and no good. And Zahn will come up with the rebound in the backcourt. Lyles up the screen, up Nelson guarding Zahn. Benz looking to travel over to Lyles, over to Wood. Wood kicks it in the corner. Stensrud thought about the 3-point shot, kicks it out to Wood. Wood with the basketball, right side, over to Stensrud. Guarded by Benz, out to Zahn. Zahn top of the key, Benz all the way out on Zahn, putting some pressure on her. Zahn will call out a play, and Benz will put pressure on her. Kicks in Stensrud in the right corner. Out, Stensrud being trapped by Benz, and knocks it off the foot of Audrey Benz, does Stensrud. It'll remain Florence basketball with 1:50 to go. Inbound to Zahn. Zahn looking. Underneath, finds Mangun on the left side. Misses everything, and Barrett will come up the rebound for Bigfork. Throws it away. And Zahn knocks it out of bounds as she tries to steal it.
Checking in for the Valkyries, number 33,
Isabella Santa-Stephen checking in for the Valkyries. 1:38 to go here in the third quarter. Grendy gets it all the way to across. Near side is Santa-Stephen. And Isabella will dribble across the timeline, looking to drive left side, left wing, guarded by Wood. And Santa-Stephen looking to drive on Wood. She takes it up and under, and she's going to get fouled, and she'll go to the free throw line. And the Florence coach told him calm down and settle, or he's going to get teed up by Todd Fisk. And that is a foul on Wood. That's her second, 18th foul. And the announcer gets it wrong. Doesn't matter. Santa-Stephen gets 2 shots. And she makes the first, and she'll get one more. 1:25 to go in the third quarter. Santa-Stephen up and makes it good. And the Valkyries within 12. Inbound. Pressure in the backcourt by Nelson guarding Zahn. Over to Lyles. Lyles looking to dribble up. Barrett coming from behind. Lyles the basketball. On the right side, look. And she's trapped. She's going to get fouled by Emma Barrett on the far side. And that foul is going to be on Emma Barrett. That is her 4th and 16th foul. And Heidi Schneller will have to come back in the ballgame for Bigfork. Inbound is on from Stensrud. Down in the corner to Lyles. Lyles guarded by Edgerton. Out to trapped by Nelson, knocked away. And that foul is going to be on number 21, Jordan Nelson.
Fouls on number 21, Jordan Nelson.
That is her 4th And 7th team foul. That'll put Stensrud at the line to shoot a 1-1 for Florence. Up, good. Misses by Stensrud. So Santa Steve with the rebound. In the front court. Feeds it over to Grindy. No. Back to Santa Stephen with the basketball. Looking to drive on Lyles. Gets it to Grindy. Grindy out towards the top of the key. And Heidi Schneller looking to drive right to the basket. Takes it up. And player control foul is called on Schneller. Her third and 18th foul. So player control, no free throw. Sailor Martins back in the ballgame for Bigfork. 406-270-738 more. And I heard you can hear the game out there. Zahn races up the court with the basketball. Takes it all the way in. Nearly runs over Santa Stephen. And basket made by Mangun. And should go to the line. Well, we thought we had the problem corrected, and it's good on my end. So a three-point play completed by Mangun. And 43-28, 30 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Grindy at the top of the key to Schneller. Schneller, Santa Stephen. 19 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Schneller, Santa Stephen three-point shot on the way. She's going to miss short and rebounded by Stensrud. Stensrud throws out to Zahn, and Zahn tries to run it down, gives it to Santa Stevens. Santa Stevens, 7 seconds to go. Looking to get a shot up is Santa Stevens, and Grindy at the buzzer is good! Rakaya Grindy for the Valkyries puts up a three and scores right as the buzzer sounds. So 3 quarters complete, and the Valkyries within 12, 43-31 on your Harvest Foods Bigfork. The Valkyries trail the Lady Falcons of Florence. And Northwestern Energy, proud sponsor, and is proud to sponsor the Montana High School Association and help students explore new boundaries. You can explore new boundaries too with Northwestern Energy's new bill payment options. Learn more. Visit northwesternenergy.com. Click on Manage Your Account and choose from the menu of bill paying options. Explore your boundaries with new payment option solutions from Northwestern Energy. Also, if you're a player in energy efficiency, Northwestern Energy can give you some coaching like replacing standard light bulbs with compact fluorescent lamps and looking for the Energy Star label when shopping for new applications. Northwestern Energy's Efficient Plus programs help you get more for your energy dollar. Northwestern Energy, proud sponsor of high school athletics. All right, it's time for the fourth quarter. And the Valkyries get within 12 starting the fourth quarter. And coming out, let's see, it's on the far side. It will be Bigfork basketball to start the fourth quarter. As the arrow points towards Bigfork. And fourth quarter action underway. Benz, along with Santa Stevens, Grindy, Edgerton, and Sailor Martins for Bigfork. Santa Stevens, top of the key, looking to drive. Takes it out, top of the key, looking to drive on, and kicks it off the backboard to no good. And Santa Stephen trying to battle with Mangun for the rebound is going to foul Mangun, and Mangun's going to go for the free throw line. And that foul is going to be on Santa Stephen, her second, and the 10th team foul on Bigfork. And to the line will be Mangun here in the fourth quarter, and she'll get 2 shots. She's in the double bonus the rest of the way for Florence. Shot up off the rim and no good, and she'll get 1 more for Florence. Second shot up and rims around the the rim and falls in. 44-31, 7:44 to go. Grindy dribbling up across the timeline for Bigfork. He'll drive to the right side, kicks it to Santa Steven. Santa Steven looking to drive, trying to get off that three-point shot. Out to Edgerton. Edgerton, top of the key. Santa Steven with the basketball. Top of the key, looking to drive on Florence and attack him. Out to Rakai Grindy. Grindy going through the middle. Kicks it off to Sailor Martins. Can't handle the rebound. The pass. And Janinski takes it away. And Martins fouls Janinski. And the first foul on Sailor Martins, the sophomore for Bigfork. And Janetsky will go to the line. And she'll get 2 free throws as they are in the double bonus. Janetsky, shot off the back of the rim and no good. And she'll get 1 more. One more shot by Janetsky. Up, and this time she makes it. 45-31, 7-16. Grindy into Benz in the ball game for Bigfork. Benz looking to drive. Nearly loses it, picks it up over to Edgerton. Edgerton on the left side. Ansley out to Grindy. And Grindy looking to attack. Gives it over to Benz. Benz looking to drive. Kicks it over to Santa Steven. Santa Steven trying to drive. Up and under. Off the backboard. Good by Isabella Santa Steven for 2. 6:49 to go. 45-33 on your Harvest Foods Bigfork scoreboard. Zahn up the court to Stenzer. Stenzer looking to drive all the way. And it looked like Santa Steven got there to take the charge. And they're going to call a foul on Santa Steven, her 3rd. And the basket is good by Stensrud. And she'll get to shoot the and 1 as Nelson comes in for Santa Steven. Stensrud at the line. Up off the rim and no good. And it's a live ball. They forgot that she made the basket. And Mangun picks it up, puts it in for 2 as the Valkyries follow sleep on that one. Here comes Benz hard up the court. Off the backboard, no good. Nelson with the rebound puts it up. And Janitsky will come up at the rebound. Benz fighting hard with Janitsky, and she'll tie her up as Audrey Benz is not quitting. And it'll be Schneller coming back in for Martins. And it'll be Florence basketball. 49-33, down by 16. 6:21 to go on your Harvest Foods scoreboard. Into Zahn. Zahn in the backcourt, doubled up by Nelson and Schneller. Zahn racing up the court. Kicks it to Janetsky, but Janetsky cannot handle the bounce pass from Zahn. Inbound to Schneller. Schneller nearly loses it. Gives it over to Grindy. Grindy. Valkyrie's got to go. Down by 16. Grindy around the back. Looking off the backboard and misses. Janetsky comes up with the rebound. And Zahn with the basketball. In the backcourt. Around the back. Gives it up to Stensrud. Over to Lyles. Lyles looking to Zahn on the backside. Right side, Zahn from the elbow. Shot no good. And Schneller will come up the rebound for Bigfork. Racing up. Down the middle. Kicks it underneath. Finds Edgerton. Edgerton shot is up and she's fouled by Janitsky. And I believe that is Janitsky's 5th. It is a 19 foul, and Edgerton will go to the line. Santa Steven will return for Bigfork, and returning for Florence is number 22, Yeoman, and Edgerton to the line will get 2 shots for the Valkyries. First shot up, nothing but the bottom of the net. And she'll get 1 more with 5:32 to go. 49-34 on your Harvest Foods scoreboard. The Valkyries trail. Edgerton, 1 more shot for Bigfork. Up, off the front of the rim and no good. Nelson trying to fight with Lyles. Gets it on the far court and knocked away by Zahn and out of bounds. And off of Benz as she tries to save it. And it'll be Florence basketball on the far side. So great hustle by Nelson. Yeoman to inbound. Looking for Zahn. Gives it over to Stensrud. Stensrud looking for the dribble up. Nelson knocks it away. And Lyles will come up with it. And one of them.
Fouls on number 12, Heidi Schneller. That's her fifth.
Yeah, the 5th personal on Heidi Schneller, the senior.
Number 31, McKenna Lyles to the line.
And Lyles will go to line to shoot 2. And Emma Barrett will check back in for Schneller. 5:19 to go here in the ballgame. Down by 15 on the Valkyries. And Lyles to the line to shoot 2 for Florence. First shot, good by the Lady Falcons. And she'll get one more. Off the front of the rim and no good. And Nelson gets the rebound, and they call it held ball as she's tied up there by Mangun. And it will be Bigfork basketball. 5:16 to go here in the ballgame. 50-34, down by 16. Benz into Barrett. Barrett dribbling across the timeline, looking to attack. Takes it at Yeoman. Takes it right up and in. Off the rim and no good. Mangun with the rebound for Florence. Up to Lyles, up to Stensrud. Stensrud looking to drive. Pulls it out. Gives it to Lyles. Over to Zahn. Zahn looking. Gives it up to Yeoman. Yeoman looking to drive all the way to the basket, left-handed. And she makes it for 2. Barrett with the basketball. Across the timeline. 4:45 to go. Over to Santa Stephen, back to Barrett. Over to Benz. At the top of the key is Barrett with the basketball. Looking underneath, finds Edgerton. Edgerton looking to drive. Pulls up, shoots the jumper in and out. And Santa Stephen comes up with the rebound for Bigfork, and she'll dribble it out. Pressure put on by Zahn. She kicks it out to Benz. Benz out near the half court. Drives the right side, gives it to Barrett. Barrett over to Santa Stephen. Thought about the three-point shot, but a long ways away is Santa Stephen. Kicking it out, finds Edgerton. Edgerton looking to drive on Lyles. Tries to put it up and throws it away, trying to hit Nelson. Stenzer with the basketball. Kicks it up. Yeoman in the front court on the right side for Florence. Out to Lyles. Just under 4 minutes to go. Lyles on the right side. Fills it out to Stensrud. Stensrud over to Yeoman. Yeoman will give it out to Zahn. 52-34. Lady Falcons lead the Valkyries. 3:45 and counting. Lyles on the right side. Out to Stensrud. Stensrud with the basketball. Kicks it to Yeoman. Yeoman over to Stensrud. Over to Mangun. Mangun in the right wing for Florence. Out to Zahn. Just holding the basketball. Trying to get Bigfork to come out. Over to Yeoman. Yeoman with the basketball. Out to Lyles. Back out to Zahn. Zahn looking underneath. Finds Yeoman wide open and makes the left-handed layup. Does Yeoman. And 54-34, 3:14 to go. Benz into Barrett. Barrett up the court, feeds it into Nelson. Nelson off the backboard and good by Jordan Nelson. A nice pass by Emma Barrett. 54-36, under 3 minutes to go. Zahn stolen away by Nelson on a nice play. Gives it up to Ben, stolen back. And Nelson will come up with it, puts it up, and is fouled. And she'll go to the free throw line with Jordan Nelson, and she'll get 2.
Team foul, number 10. Jordan Nelson at the line, shooting 2 for the Valkyries.
Nelson, she'll get 2. First one up off the back of the rim and no good. She'll get one more. Checking in for Bigfork, number 40, Ashton McAnally, returning for the Lady Falcons, Colby Wood, number 1, and Rakaya Grundy replacing Emma Barrett with 2:49 to go. 54-36, and Nelson will get another free throw for the Valkyries. Shot up and does not draw iron, and Sailor Martins will come in the ballgame for Jordan Nelson. Lyles to inbound, gets it to Zahn in the backcourt, guarded by Benz. 2:45 and counting. Zahn dribbles up, looking to take it all the way to the basket. Fouls are out of the court. They give her the continuation, look like NBA continuation. And Zahn's basket will count. And she'll go to the line as the foul is on number 14, Ben. And Zahn will shoot and try to complete the three-point play. Shot up and on the way. She completes the three-point play. 57-36, 21-point lead now. Grandy with the basketball. The top of the key. McAnally to drive all the way to the basket, no good. Knocked away, and Mangum will come up, racing up the right side. Feeds it up to Zahn. Zahn looking off the back. And a floater puts it up for two. 59-36, 2:22 to go. Benz over to Santa Stevens. Long three by Santa Stevens, and McAnally runs it down. He's going to put it up for Bigfork, and McAnally scores. 59-38, 2 minutes to go. Zahn left side for Florence. She'll slow things down. Round the back is Zahn. Kicks it over. Looks like she walked there. She hands off to Mangun. Over to Wood. Out to Stenzer. Stenzer gets it back to Zahn. Zahn at the top of the key. Extended left side. Gives it over to Mangun. Mangun on the left wing for Florence. Over to Zahn. Zahn, top of the key, guarded by Benz. Over to Stenzer, guarded by McAnally. Out to Mangun. Grandy on her. McAnally guarding Stenzer. In the quarter to Zahn. Zahn thinking about the three-point shot. Looking. Asking for a screen from Lyles. She drives, feeds Lyles on the give and go, and Lyles misses it. And coming down with the rebound is Benz. Benz will race up the court, looking to take it 2-on-1. She'll take it all the way. And she's fouled. And the foul will be on Kobe Wood. That's her third. And to the line, Audrey Benz will get 2 free throws for Bigfork with 1:08 to go and trailing by 21, 59-38 on your Harvest Foods of Bigfork scoreboard. Benz, shot up, short, off the front of the rim, and no good. And clearing the benches is Florence.
Number 4, Cynthia Rendon.
Number 30, Jaden Larson comes in. Number 10, Tori Foster. Number 13, Kylie Kovac. Number 4, Karina McCollum. Checking in for the Valkyries. The Martins will come back in, and checking in Maggie Pizzola. And Ben's at the line. She'll get another free throw. Second shot off the rim and no good. Rebounded by Foster. Foster, Ben stolen by Benz, but she loses it out of bounds with 1:03 to go. And 59-38 on your Harvest Foods of Bigfork scoreboard. Inbound to Wood. Wood over to Larson, back to Wood. Gives it up to Foster. Foster on the right corner. He's going to run the clock out. Nearly stolen by Benz. Foster gets it out to Wood. Wood top of the key for Florence. Wood looking to drive. Kicks it out. Foster on the floor. And Benz goes down. And going to be a held ball. And the arrow points. I can't see it from here. But points towards Florence. That'll be Florence basketball. And substitution. Number 2. Checking in. Inbound, Sailor Martin steals it away. And up to Pizzola. Pizzola nearly drags her pivot foot. Gives it over to McAnally. McAnally, top of the key. Over to Benz. Benz right wing. Gives it over to Pizzola. Pizzola thought about shooting. Gives it to McAnally. McAnally looking to drive. And she's fouled by number 13, Kylie Kovac. And McAnally will go to the line. Mackenzie Weed checking in, number 2. Cynthia Rendon is the other one. First shot is no good by McAnally, and McAnally will get one more. McAnally, shot up, off the rim, and she scores. Does Ashton McAnally on the second one. 59-39 and 18 seconds and counting. Florence is looking to run the clock. Feeds it to Larson. Larson dribbling out. Kicks it over to Foster. Foster at top of the key. 5 seconds and counting. Feeds it inside. And that'll be your ball game. So your final from Ronan in a semifinal, second semifinal, it is 59-39 your Harvest Foods scoreboard as the Valkyries lose by 20 to the Florence Lady Falcons, the #1 seed and a top 10 ranked team on the girls' side for Class B.
From Bigfork and number 14, Audrey Benz.
Ben's getting the Player Sportsmanship Award and Zahn for Florence. So
Danielle and Audrey for your sportsmanship and effort during tonight's contest.
59-39. What does that do? Well, that moves Florence to take on Loyola in the championship game tomorrow at 6:30. Bigfork, they're going to go take on a familiar foe, Eureka Lady Lions, tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock in the high school. And we should have that game right here from BFSD Events on YouTube. I promise I'll make sure I have everything. I'll get there early, working on the audio part. Thanks to Don Richardson. Came over. We decided we needed to reboot everything. So your final from 59-39. The Valkyries take it on the trend against the Florence Lady Falcons, but have an opportunity. What does Bigfork have to do to get to state? This is what they have to beat Eureka tomorrow morning and then take on the winner of Anaconda and Powell County at 3 o'clock in the Consolation Championship, and they're going to root for Florence against Loyola. Then there would be a challenge game because 2 teams only go to state. Coming up next, the next ball game here, it will be Loyola, the Rams taking on the Wardens of Deer Lodge. I'll be back with your post-game stats here from Ronan, Montana. James LaFontaine, the voice of the Vikes and the Vows. 270-7384. 406-270-7384. We'll be back with the rest and your post-game stats.
Some say don't give up and hope that your good is good enough. Head down, keep on working. If you can earn it, you deserve it. Some say push on through. After all, it's the least that you can do. But don't buy what they're selling. Couldn't be further from the truth. What if I were the one to tell you that the fight's already been won? Well, I think your day's about to get better. What if I were the one to tell you that the work's already been done? It's not good news, it's the best news ever. Some say don't ask for help. God helps the ones who help themselves. So press on, get it right, otherwise get left behind. Some say he's keeping score, so try hard, then try a little more. But hold up, if this were true, explain to me what the cross is for. What if I were the one to tell you that the fight's already been won? Well, I think your day's about to get better. What if I were the one to tell you that the work's already been done? It's not good news, it's the best news ever.
All right, welcome back to Ronan, Montana. The Western B Divisional Basketball Tournament semifinal. Got some scoring action for Bigfork. I'm not sure if I got it all right. 59-39 was your final. Led the way Edgerton with 12, and then Barrett right behind with 9. 8 for Santa Stephen. And some balanced scoring, needed more. Grendy with 4, 3 for McAnally, 2 for Nelson, and 1 for Schneller for a total of 39. Well, they knew they were going to run into a buzzsaw. A great game yesterday, but they still have an opportunity, folks, to make it to state. And they just have to take care of business tomorrow morning and the consolation championship, and hope Florence beats Loyola in the championship. But take care of business first with the loser out game tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock. That'll be over in the high school. We'll have that game right here for you on BFSD Events on YouTube, and I'll have everything running smoothly. Don't forget, if you're listening to this game, you can come back at 9 o'clock tonight. It'll be the Vikings taking on Mission in the semifinals for a chance to go to the championship, which is tomorrow night at 8:30. So come back for that. We'll have that game. We'll have everything. I'm leaving everything hooked up. We'll be good to go. Thanks for joining me tonight. James LaFontaine, the voice of the Vikes and Vows from Ronan, Montana. Your final. The Valkyries 39 and the Florence Lady Falcons 59. We'll catch you tomorrow morning or tonight for the Vikings game. Thank you and good night from Ronan.